Hello, class 7th. So, students, take out your social studies book, page number 110, chapter 12, Inside Our Earth. So, today we will start the explanation part of this chapter. So, now I am start reading. Let us see the first. There is a box given, that is the pink color box. Here, the introduction is given about the chapter. So, let us see what is written there. The Earth is around 460 crore years old and it is the only planet in the solar system which supports life. We already know that there are 8 planets in our solar system, and here the Earth is the only planet in the solar system which supports life, because यहाँ पर क्या है, यहाँ पर हम लोग को वाटर प्रोवाइड किया गया है, वाटर है, एटमॉस्फेयर है, एंड वाटर की वजह से दैट्स व्हाई आवर अर्थ इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द ब्लू प्लानट. It is constantly moving. How moving? By rotating or the revolving and changing. Changing, that means externally and internally there are the changes which occurs in the earth, and the domains of our earth, which we have already discussed in our previous chapter about the domains of the earth, that is the land, water and the air. We have direct sources to study about the land, water, air on the earth, but what lies inside it cannot be observed and studied directly. The study of the earth, its composition and its external and internal structure is known as the geology. That means the study about the earth is known as the geology. And who does study, that means the person who studies about the earth are known as the geologist. So here we comes यहाँ पे हम लोग को दो टर्म्स के बारे में पता चला है, about the geology, that is the study, and about the geologist, that means the person who does studies about the earth are known as the geologist. To study the inner structure of the earth, we prefer indirect sources like the seismic waves. We cannot study the inner part of the earth as it is not accessible by us. The excavations and the explorations of the interior of the earth also provide little information. It is because of the very high temperature inside the earth. As we move 32-meter deep, the temperature rises by 1%. That means a 1 degree Celsius temperature rise करता है when we move the 32-meter deep inside the earth, and the temperature at the center of the earth is around 5000 degrees Celsius. So it's too hot now, and the volcanic activities and the seismic waves, that is the earthquake, they help earthquake waves, they help us to learn about the interior of the earth. सो नाउ हेयर जब हम लोग वाला चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं, सो वी शुड नो दैट व्हाट इज़ द अर्थ. सो ये हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर लिया है कि इट इज़ अ प्लानट वेयर वी लिव, एंड नाउ लेट अस स्टडी मोर अबाउट इट. कि जो हमारी अर्थ है, इट कंप्राइजेस ऑफ द 3 लेयर्स, ठीक है, दैट इज़ द क्रस्ट, मैंटल एंड द कोर. And we have already discussed here that there are the constant changes that take place inside as well as outside the earth. Now let us study about the what is the interior of the earth. So now see here the last paragraph, that is the inner structure of the earth. Based on the information provided by the volcanic eruptions, seismic waves and other indirect sources, it has been found that the earth is made up of the concentric layers with one inside another, just like an onion में होता है जिस अकॉर्डिंग उसकी peels होती है. In the same way it also has its layer just one after the another, and 3 main layers of the earth are crust, mantle, and the third one is the core. The mantle and the core are further divided into the 5 layers. So these are the crust, upper mantle, lower mantle, outer mantle, and the inner mantle. So that means the earth is made up of the 3 concentric layers, that is the crust, mantle and the core. Now let us study more about the layers. So they are saying that there are the 5 layers of the earth. So let us study about the first word, that is the crust. The crust is the thinnest of all the layers of the earth. It is also called the lithosphere, as it is the sphere of the solid rocks and the soil which supports life. Its thickness is about 35 to 40 km on the continents and only 5 to 10 km on the ocean floors. The crust forms less than 1% of the radius of the earth, and the crust is broken into the 26 parts, out of which 6 are major and 20 are minor. These plates are called the crustal plates or the tectonic plates. So what they are saying about the crust is that it is a thin shell on the outside of the earth, and accounting for less than 1% of the earth's volume. Okay, and it is a top component of the lithosphere, that is the land, a division of the earth's layer that includes the crust and the upper part of the mantle. Okay, and lithosphere is broken into the tectonic plates whose motion allows the heat to escape from the interior of the earth into the space. Clear? So now see what is written over here in the last paragraph again. The upper layer of the crust is called the continental crust. So what is a continental crust? It is the upper layer of the crust. Crust की बिल्कुल ऊपरी layer होती है, that's the crust. All the continents are present on the continental crust, and it is made up of the rocks, and the main minerals constituents are the silica and the aluminium, that is the Sial. सो क्लास यहाँ पे एक वर्ड दिया हुआ है SiAl. सो व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ द Sial? सिलिका एंड एल्यूमिनियम. Si means silica and Al means aluminium. So with the silica and aluminium they have framed the one abbreviation, that is the Sial. Now the lower layer of the crust is called the oceanic crust. So that means upper layer is known as the continental crust and the lower layer of the crust is known as the oceanic crust. The main constituent minerals of the rocks of the oceanic crust are the silica and the magnesium. So that's why it is called SiMa. That is silica, Si, magnesium, that is Ma. So that means in the upper layer, that is in the continental crust, there is a Sial, and in the lower crust, that is in the oceanic crust, there is the SiMa, that is SiMa. Okay, so this is what we studied about the crust. And class, you know that जो टेम्परेचर होता है क्रस्ट का, वो जैसे जैसे हम लोग उसमें नीचे जाते हैं, when we goes inside the deep air, then its temperature also rises. That means from and it ranges from typically 100 degrees Celsius to 600 degrees Celsius. Okay, and for every kilometer the temperature rises here. That is, it rises about the, सपोज मान लो अगर हम लोग 1 किलोमीटर जा रहे हैं, then temperature rises by the 30 degree. Okay, so this is what about the crust. So now let us study about the mantle. So let us study what is mantle. The mantle is just below the crust and extends up to the depth of about 2900 km below the crust. At the depth of about 100 to 250 km, the mantle is partially molten. This region is known as the asthenosphere. It is divided into the two parts, namely the upper mantle close to the surface of the earth and the lower mantle far from the surface of the earth. So what they are saying that कि जो mantle है वो क्या है? It is a layer inside the planetary body, that is inside the earth, and it is bounded, it will just below the below by a core and above by the crust. And mantle are made up of the rocks and the ices, you know, and they are generally the largest and the most massive layer of the planetary body, that is our earth. And mantles are the characteristics of the planetary body that have undergone differentiation by the density, जो हम लोग अभी थिकनेस ऑफ द अपर एंड द लोअर मैंटल में यहाँ पर आगे पढ़ेंगे. क्लियर? So now let us see about the thickness of the upper and the lower mantle. The temperature in the mantle increases with the increase in the depth and ranges from the 870, that is 870 degrees Celsius in the upper mantle, and about 2200 degrees Celsius in the lower mantle. And because of this high temperature, the rocks in the lower mantle are found in the molten form. That means थोड़ा सा पिघले हुए फॉर्म में मिलता है, which is called the magma. Geology says that the crust is lighter than the mantle and hence floats on it. The density of the mantle also increases at the depth as the depth increases. So that means what they are saying that कि इसकी जो डेंसिटी होती है, जैसे जैसे हम लोग नीचे डेप्थ में जाते हैं उसकी जो डेंसिटी है वो इंक्रीज करती जाती है. ठीक है. सो नाउ व्हाट वी हैव स्टडीड दैट कि जो आउटर मोस्ट पार्ट होता है उसको कहते हैं क्रस्ट एंड क्रस्ट की जस्ट बिलो देयर लाइज अ मैंटल. नाउ लेट अस स्टडी अबाउट द लास्ट लेयर दैट इज द कोर. The core is the inner layer of the earth and has a radius of about 3500 kilometer. It is the most inaccessible layer lying around the center of the earth. It is the heaviest part of the earth. We have discussed here that कि lightest क्या है, सबसे lighter होता है हमारा crust and सबसे जो हमारा heaviest होता है, जो भारी part होता है, that's the core. ठीक है. So it is the heaviest part of the earth and it is made up of the nickel and the iron. Again see, nickel का symbol होता है Ni, iron का symbol होता है Fe. So that's why it is also called knife. That is NiFe. It is also divided into the two parts, namely the outer core, inner core. Outer core मतलब ये जो है हमारा ये earth के center से दूर है. And the inner core, it means it is close to the center of the earth. Now let us see about the thickness of the outer and the inner core. The estimated temperature वहाँ पे है 2200 डिग्री सेल्सियस to the 5000 डिग्री सेल्सियस. दैट मीन्स इतना हॉट है कि सोचो वहाँ पे तो हर चीज़ मॉल्टन फॉर्म में ही है. The layer is thought to be in a molten state, but the very high pressure keeps this layer very firm and the solid. The density varies from the 5 gram per centimeter cube to about 13 gram per centimeter cube. So that means what they are saying here that कि क्या है यहाँ पर, यहाँ पे टेम्परेचर जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा है. टेम्परेचर क्यों सबसे ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज ये सबसे ज़्यादा मतलब ये बिल्कुल सेंटर में है. दिस इज़ द सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ. इस वजह से यहाँ पे जो टेम्परेचर है वो 2200 डिग्री सेल्सियस से 5500 डिग्री सेल्सियस के बीच में लाई करता है. क्लियर. सो इसकी डेंसिटी है क्लास लर्न करने वाली द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग विच यू हैव टू लर्न हेयर. नाउ लेट अस स्टडी अबाउट द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक दैट इज़ द रॉक्स. दैट इज़ कि क्या है हमारे रॉक्स. ठीक है, उन सब के बारे में हमने यहाँ पे अब पढ़ना है. द कंपोजिशन ऑफ द क्रस्ट, that is the lithosphere, is made up of the rocks and the minerals. A mineral is a naturally occurring substance found in the lithosphere. These minerals have a definite chemical composition and physical properties, which means they are known and studied. They can be organic or the inorganic. When the dead remains of the animals and the plants are trapped in the lithosphere and decomposed, it forms the organic minerals known as the fossil. For example, coal, natural gas, and the petroleum are naturally occurring metals and the non-metals. A rock is made up of the one or over one mineral, as they are made up of one or the more than one minerals. They really have a definite chemical composition. The lithosphere has rocks of the different sizes, shapes, colors, and the texture. The rocks having the minerals in large amounts is called and the ore. Minerals are extracted from these rocks, which are very useful for the humans. For example, petroleum, gold, diamond, coal, etc., and are used for the endless human purposes. The most common rock forming minerals are called silicates. So what they are saying about the rocks, that it is a naturally occurring solid mass or the aggregate of the minerals, and it is categorized by the minerals included its chemical composition and the way in which it is formed, and rocks from the earth's outer solid layer, the crust, and most of its interior, except of the liquid outer core and the pockets of the magma. Okay, that is, it is in the asthenosphere. Clear? So this is the main thing about the rocks. So and one more thing they are saying here that कि जब rocks में minerals का amount ज़्यादा हो जाता है then they are known as the ore. That means and the minerals कहाँ से extract होते हैं, that is the mineral extracted from these rocks, then they are used by us. That is कुछ minerals जैसे कि हमको क्या मिलता है, पेट्रोलियम मिलता है, गोल्ड हो गया, डायमंड हो गया, कोल हो गया, and all these, and they are used for our purposes. And the most common rock forming mineral are the silicates. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is the types of the rocks. The rocks are divided into the three types. These are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and the metamorphic rocks. So that means the rocks are usually grouped into the three main groups, that is the igneous, sedimentary, and the metamorphic. So let us study about the igneous rocks. The word igneous comes from the Latin word ignis. Ignis का मतलब क्या होता है, fire. And these rocks are called the igneous rocks because they were formed by the cooling of the molten magma. Molten magma के ठंडे होने के बाद इन rocks का formation होता है. And they are also called the primary rocks. क्यों प्राइमरी रॉक्स कहते हैं, क्योंकि सबसे पहले यही वाले रॉक्स फॉर्म होते हैं. बिकॉज दीज वर द फर्स्ट रॉक्स टू बी फॉर्म. अब इसके बाद सारे रॉक्स इससे फिर बनते हैं. दे डू नॉट हैव द डेफिनेट साइज ऑफ द शेप. दे आर ऑफ द टू टाइप्स, दैट इज द इंट्रिंसिक इग्नियस रॉक्स एंड एक्सट्रिंसिक इग्नियस रॉक्स. क्लास, आई होप यू ऑल आर एबल टू सी हेयर द इमेज. यहाँ पर एक पिक्चर गिवन है यहाँ पर इग्नियस रॉक्स की, राइट. सो ये जो इग्नियस रॉक है यहाँ पे देख रहे हो कि कोई भी इसकी डेफिनेट शेप नहीं है, कोई भी डेफिनेट साइज नहीं है, ठीक है. तो यही यहाँ पे ये बताना चाह रहे हैं. सो नाउ लेट अस स्टडी अबाउट इट्स टू टाइप्स. इंट्रूसिव इग्नियस रॉक्स. द कूलिंग ऑफ दीज रॉक्स इज स्लो. क्यों स्लो होती है इसकी प्रोसेसिंग, इसका जो कूलिंग का प्रोसेस होता है क्यों स्लो होता है, बिकॉज कूलिंग कहाँ पर होती है, बिलो द सर्फेस ऑफ द अर्थ. और वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी क्या होता है, वहाँ पर ऑलरेडी टेम्परेचर हाई होता है. एंड फॉर द स्लो कूलिंग द ग्रेन्स ऑन दीज रॉक्स आर लार्ज. ग्रेनाइट, गैब्रो, डायराइट एक्सेट्रा आर सम एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ द इंट्रूसिव इग्नियस रॉक्स. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज एक्सट्रूसिव. एक्सट्रूसिव में क्या है, जो कूलिंग होती है इन रॉक्स की वो बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, दैट इज़ बहुत तेज़ी से होती है, दैट इज़ अ वेरी रैपिड, बिकॉज इट्स कूलिंग टेक प्लेस ऑन द सर्फेस ऑफ द अर्थ. इंट्रूसिव में कहाँ पे थी, बिलो द सर्फेस ऑफ द अर्थ. एंड इन द एक्सट्रूसिव it takes place on the surface of the earth, and because of the rapid cooling the grains on these rocks are fine. Andesite, basalt, obsidian, pumice, etc. are some examples of the exclusive igneous rocks. So let us study about the characteristics of the igneous rocks. These rocks are hard and the compact, ठीक है, hard होते हैं rocks हैं तो. So these rocks do not occur in the distant layers of the strata. It only occurs in the one layer. These rocks do not have the fossils. इसमें fossils नहीं होता है. Sedimentary and the metamorphic rocks are formed from the igneous rocks. जो sedimentary और metamorphic rocks है, that is another two types of rocks. They also form from the igneous rocks, as igneous rocks are the primary rocks, ठीक है, क्योंकि primary rocks है. सो दैट मीन्स ये जो होता है igneous rocks, ये किससे फॉर्म होता है, इट इज़ फॉर्म थ्रू द कूलिंग एंड द सॉलिडिफिकेशन ऑफ magma और द लावा. इन क्लास यू नो जो magma है वो कहाँ से डिराइव हुआ है, it is derived from the partial melts of the existing rocks in either a planous mantle or the crust. Okay, and you know the typically the melting किसकी वजह से होती है, it is caused by the one or more three process, or increase in the temperature, decrease in the pressure, change in composition, इन सब की वजह से form होता है. Clear? So now let us see the sedimentary rocks. The word sedimentary comes from the Latin word sedimentum, which means to settle down. The rain Wind, insect, ice, plants and animals break rocks into the sediments. These sediments are carried away by the running water, wind, and the ice and are called the sedimentary rocks. Okay, so these are deposited in the depression and such layers are called the sedimentary rocks or the stratified rocks. They are formed from the other rocks. They are known as the sedimentary rocks. So now the question इस तरीके से बन सकता है, which rocks are also known as the secondary rocks? Sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks are also called secondary rocks. Clear? So as they are formed from the other rocks, अब चूंकि दूसरे rock से बनते हैं, that's why they are known as the secondary rocks. And these rocks are the soft and the porous. And as they are usually formed underwater, they have the wave-like patterns and the mud cracks on the surface. Many animal and the plant remains were trapped in between these layers. Hence, they are very good source of the fossil fuels like the petroleum, coal, natural gas, sandstone, salt, iron ore, limestone are some examples of the sedimentary rocks. So कह रहा है कि यहाँ पे जो fossil fuels होता है बहुत अच्छा होता है. So that means fossil fuels का जो amount है वो यहाँ पे अच्छा होता है. Now let us see about the features or the characteristics of the sedimentary rocks. There are over 700 different types of igneous rocks. Tuff is a rock formed from the volcanic ash. कौन सा रॉक बनता है यहाँ पर? टफ. एंड द अपर सेक्शन ऑफ द अर्थ्स क्रस्ट कंप्राइजेस 95% इग्नियस रॉक. उसमें लेकिन इसका 95% यहाँ पे तो उन्होंने इग्नियस रॉक का ही बता दिया है सेडिमेंट्री रॉक में भी कि ये जो 95% होता है सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स में वो 95% जो होता है वो इग्नियस रॉक्स होता है. किसमें? अर्थ की क्रस्ट में. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is the metamorphic rocks. That is the third type of the rock. The word metamorphic comes from the Greek word metamorphos, which means change of the form. Some rocks within the lithosphere experience some changes because of the very high pressure or the high temperature or the both. So these rocks are also called metamorphic rocks. They can be formed from either igneous rocks or from the sedimentary rocks. That means जो metamorphic rocks होते हैं ये sedimentary rocks और igneous rocks दोनों में से किसी से भी form हो सकते हैं. So ये तो बिल्कुल third type हो गया. ठीक है. And the minerals present in these igneous and the sedimentary rocks also change their composition. That means इनका composition भी change होता रहता है under the extreme pressure and the temperature. The word metamorphic comes from the Greek word metamorphos, which means change of the form. Now class, we are seeing here that कि यहाँ पर इन्होंने ये दोनों पैराग्राफ सेम कर दिए हैं. ठीक है. So you have to read only the one paragraph here. Now let us move on to the characteristics of the metamorphic rocks. किस अकॉर्डिंग होते हैं, कैसे इनका कंपोजिशन होता है. ये थोड़े से हार्ड होते हैं. स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी यहाँ पे बहुत हाई होती है बिकॉज ये थोड़े से क्या बोलते हैं अर्थ के काफ़ी बीनीथ से फॉर्म होते हैं. एंड ये जो रॉक्स हैं ये भी चेंज होते रहते हैं. दैट मीन्स आफ्टर द चेंजेस रिमेन इन देयर ओरिजिनल पोजिशन. ये पोरस नहीं होते. सो दैट्स वाई दे डू नॉट हैव स्पेस बिटवीन देम. Now let us study about the importance of the rocks. Why the rocks are important for us? The rocks these are composed of the various minerals. These minerals are the copper, bauxite, iron, etc. and are used in the industries as raw material. That means we use these minerals in our industry as the raw material. And here the limestone is a major raw material for the cement industry, as we all know. So that means they are here discussing about the importance of the rocks. रॉक्स क्या है? एक सोर्स है. किस चीज़ का सोर्स है? प्रीशियस स्टोन्स एंड जेम्स. वो भी हमको यहीं से मिलते हैं. सॉइल जो है वो भी रॉक से बनती है. कौन से प्रोसेस के थ्रू? थ्रू द प्रोसेस कॉल्ड दी वेदरिंग. बहुत सारे केमिकल और फिजिकल प्रोसेस होते हैं जिसकी वजह से जो रॉक्स होते हैं वो ब्रेक डाउन होते हैं टाइनी पीसेस में. एंड देन आफ्टर वेरी वियर एंड टियर द रॉक्स फॉर्म, दे टेक द फॉर्म ऑफ द सॉइल. देन आफ्टरवर्ड जो सॉइल है दे टर्न इनटू द ब्रिक्स एंड यूज फॉर द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द बिल्डिंग्स और द हाउसेस। एंड ऑलमोस्ट ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि जितनी भी बिल्डिंग्स हैं, जितने मटेरियल, सब में हमको इन सब चीज़ों की रिक्वायरमेंट होती ही है। सो ये सारी चीज़ें भी हम लोग को रॉक से मिलती हैं। सो दैट्स मीन्स जो रॉक्स हैं वो हम लोग के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो नाउ लेट अस स्टडी अबाउट द लास्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज़ द रॉक साइकिल। द इग्नियस रॉक्स विच आर द प्राइमरी रॉक्स, ये कहाँ से फॉर्म होते हैं? मगमा से। अब ये जो मगमा है ये कहाँ से डराइव होता है? इट इज़ डिराइव फ्रॉम द इनसाइड द अर्थ, कूल्स बिलो। ये अर्थ के नीचे भी ठंडा हो सकता है, ठीक है, या अर्थ के ऊपर भी ठंडा हो सकता है। अभी हम लोगों ने उसमें पढ़ा इंट्रूसिव एंड द एक्सट्रूसिव। जो इग्नियस रॉक्स होते हैं व्हेन दे आर एक्सपोज टू द वेदर, then because of the wear and tear, because of the weather, they are broken down or eroded, and they take form of the soil and deposited to other places, and sedimentary rocks उससे फिर form हो जाते हैं। अब ये जो sedimentary rocks होते हैं they experience further high temperature and then again sedimentary rocks converted into the metamorphic rocks. And then afterwards, when these metamorphic rocks are trapped deep below the earth's surface, then they turn into the magma. That means सबसे पहले igneous rocks से बना sedimentary, after sedimentary metamorphic, after metamorphic magma, and then magma comes out from the inside of the earth and the igneous rocks are फॉर्म। अब अगेन फिर ये जो मगमा है, अब ये फिर जब अर्थ के ऊपर आएगा देन ये अगेन ये इग्नियस बन गया। सो इस तरीके से आप देखो प्रॉपर ये साइकिल बन गई। सो दिस साइकिल इज नोन एज दी रॉक साइकिल। इस साइकिल में कोई स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट नहीं है, कोई एंडिंग पॉइंट नहीं है। दैट मीन्स इट इज़ एन एंडलेस साइकिल, दैट इज़ अ नेवर एंडिंग साइकिल, जिसमें सन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है इन द ब्रेकिंग डाउन ऑफ द रॉक्स। क्लियर? सो दैट मीन्स यहाँ पर अगर आप ऊपर पिक्चर देखो तो यहाँ पर क्या बना हुआ है? मगमा है। मगमा जब वोल्केनिक इरप्शन हुआ, वोल्केनिक इरप्शन से फिर इग्नियस रॉक बना, इग्नियस से सेडिमेंट्री, सेडिमेंट्री से मेटामॉर्फिक, फिर मेटामॉर्फिक से फिर मगमा, फिर मगमा से वोल्केनिक इरप्शन हुआ, फिर इग्नियस रॉक। सो दैट्स वाई दिस इज हाउ अवर the cycle is completed, but it is a never ending. Okay, so class, we have completed the explanation portion of our chapter. So thank you class, just read the chapter, and if you have any doubt regarding this, so you can ask from me in the live class or in the doubt section. Thank you class.